All right, I'm back and I will see if I can get Hamed to join my this live that we will be doing, and we will talk about Hamed's, my friend, healing journey. He has been battling cancer, amongst other things, and yeah, his story is very powerful, and we got a lot to learn from him. And there he is. Hey, let's see if he can join us. I must take a while before he pops up. So he could not join. Okay, I'm sending you a request and then you accept it. So don't send me a request. So if not, I'm going out and then coming back. Okay.
Hey!
Hey! Oh my God! There
Hey!
you go! So nice seeing you. I'm just gonna take my
Let me adjust.
phone a little there. Okay. Hey!
Hey!
So good seeing you. Sometimes it can be back and forward with the acceptance saying and stuff.
So
So
sorry to everyone.
it's okay. We're not so many now. I know that Anthony, he's doing a live now, so we will just, do this now and people will come on. I'm so happy to see you, and
Thank you. The same
yeah,
to you.
thank you. I'm having my cap on, my hat, because I had a very bad hair day today, so my bangs was like this. Before I was just okay. Now I need to find something to cover my head, so people don't watch my awful hair today. So anyway, but you look great.
Thank you. I had a good hair day.
Awesome, awesome. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Oh my God. I've actually been on this healing journey with my hair, and I lost 80% of my hair at one point. So
Oh
I
my
know
gosh.
everything, how it is to lose hair, and
Mm,
I can't wait to actually hear your story, because you have been through that too, and like your identity, everything.
yeah,
I
yeah.
really want to know what you have been through. I think we all want to
Thank
get to
you.
know you
Thank you.
better. Yeah. So, do you want to just start from the beginning and, for example, where you're from? And yeah, please.
Way, way back.
Way back. Yeah.
All right, all right. I'm gonna try to yeah, jam it.
Yes, try
So
to.
give some value to all the listeners. Yeah, I was born early 1980s, and just before I was born, a war started. I was born in the capital of Iran, Tehran, and like a couple of months before that, a war started between Iran and Iraq,
Yeah.
and the war lasted for 8 years, right?
Mm.
And I was 7 years old when we moved to Sweden. My father decided that we should move to Sweden, right?
Mm.
And like, if you ask me about health issues, I can remember like very early, like pain in my ears, surgery in my throat,
Mm.
different type of traumas regarding health issues I had already when we lived in Iran. Uh, and Anyway, we moved to Sweden in a from a the country with so many a million people.
Mm.
We moved to Sweden also in a very small city.
Mm.
So there were a lot of contrasts for me. So many things happening, so many you know, impressions for my brain to take in, and so little explanations from my parents. And we just, you know, we moved. And I didn't understand what was happening to us, and where are we going? Why is my bicycle at the neighbor's house now? Why is my bed at this other neighbor's home? You know, what is happening to my stuff and my toys? And no one explained everything to me. Also, we lived pretty fancy that time. We had a big, you know, large house with a big swimming pool outside, and we had, you know, a comfortable life. And we moved to Sweden, to a small town. We moved into a small apartment, like they say in US, a condominium, and you know, so many things for my brain to take in, and you know, new part of the world, another part of the world, new language, other type of culture, new people, yeah, so many things happening. And the kids were making fun of my speaking, like the kids you usually do, right?
Yep.
So many things happened during this early age with this move. And anyway, I grew up early age. I took a lot of responsibility, or more frankly, a responsibility was put on me, right?
Yeah.
So I like was taught that I should take care of my little brother and help my parents with the little language I learned by reading stuff, by speaking to other people. A lot of stress, early age. So yeah, and then when I was 14, we moved again. Then we moved to the capital. We moved to Stockholm. Yeah, and then other type of traumas, because I lost my friends that I got to know, and you know, yeah, there was a lot of things going on. I started like a new life, you know, and then I had to like start all over again in a new town. And yeah, and then 10 years after this move, I met my wife. Yeah, and now we have been together for 20 years.
Wow.
And thank you. And about, yeah, exactly 6 years ago, we got our child, our daughter, came to the world. And my like the real huge health issues for me started like the one that like forced me to seek the doctors and hospitals and everything in that type of, you know, that hard health issues was 2010.
Yeah.
Before that, I had a lot of symptoms like most people do nowadays, right?
Yeah.
But I just kept going. I had aches and pain and so many symptoms, so many problems, but just kept going. I lived with my wife, and we just worked and traveled, and yeah, like most people do, right? And early 2010, I started getting the symptoms that later became the first diagnosis of cancer. So it was somewhere very early 2010. I started having a cough. I was coughing, and it was like dry cough, you know. And it lasts for a pretty long time. And and then it wouldn't stop, right? And I kept working. I was working like full time, or even I was working actually more than full time, and I lost my voice, and I kept working. At that time I was working in a huge store. I was helping customers. I like doing signs work, you know, trying to, if I wanted to help someone, I'm like, I couldn't get any words out. It was crazy. And I didn't seek any doctor or anything. I'm just like kept going. And April 2010, it was, we had for like long time in advance, we have planned for a long trip. The longest trip we have been on, like 5.5 weeks long journey around the world. And I had still the issue, right? And when we went to warmer climates, slowly it went away. So when we came back to Sweden, I was fine. I was feeling fine at first, and I started working again. And I don't know how long after that, I started getting some other type of symptoms. I started getting some pain in my arm. First, it started here in my wrist, and it jumped to my elbow. And then it jumped here, up here, and then it switched back and forth, right? And then at night, I was feeling the discomfort, the pain. Also, even I had itchy. The half of my lower half of my body was itching at night. I was like waking up, you know, scratching. I couldn't stop it. Like it was crazy. And now I know what it's, you know, because of the viruses. And that time I couldn't understand, and I just kept going. And when the pain got so bad, I couldn't sleep. And the work, you know, got also difficult to do. I went to the doctor. And I just, the first thing I told the doctor, please help me, because I need to go back to work. I'm important for my work. You know, at that time I'm going up in my responsibilities I was taking, and anyway, he just looked at me, and then he saw this swollen, the lymph nodes were swollen like a smaller golf ball, you know. And I was not taking that so seriously. I thought like it's because of physical hard work. And he's like asking, he asked me first, like, for how long did you have this? I'm like, I was relaxed. I'm like, I don't know. I'm telling you, how long have you had this? He was like angry. I need to answer. And then he saw that he told me that I'm suspecting it can be a tumor. And then I was like awakened, you know, I was like, oh, what is he talking about? And he took a blood sample to check my like inflammation, right? And he saw it was too high, and he gave me for 10 days of pills for you know, try the antibiotics. Crazy, right? And then I tried 10 days, came back for a new sample, and he said, no, I'm not satisfied. You know, it changed a little bit, right? But it's not that much. So he sent me to the hospital for further investigation. So the hospital wanted to start by doing a biopsy. So they wanted to stick the needle and take a small sample, right? They did that, but you know, meanwhile I have been in pain. I'm going on painkillers to sleep a little bit at night, right? And waiting for the answer. And then they told me unfortunately, this biopsy couldn't show what it is. So we need to, you need to go to I mean, we need to make a surgery. We need to, for you to go to sleep. We take a larger sample and send for the analysis, right?
Yeah.
So they did that, and then I need to wait further, wait, and then we had another trip. We had like a weekend trip, like a few days to London. So basically, we were in London, going out and about. We were shopping, you know, happy. At the same time, I have this pain. I'm going on painkillers, right?
Yeah.
And then they told me, like, before there was some suspicious, suspicion. How do you say? Yeah, about the tumor, about this being like a tumor.
Yeah.
So we were worried, of course, and then just about to go inside the shop for shopping some stuff, and my cell phone is ringing, and I'm like, looking at it, it's it's no number I can recognize, you know. So I was like, this have to be a doctor. I answer the phone. Yeah, is that the doctor I've been contact with recently? And she's telling me, yeah, I told her I'm in London, right? But I can speak to you. It's no worry. And she's like, yeah. Like we were suspicious about this. It is a tumor. It is a cancer you have. I'm like automatically. I sat myself down on a chair I found there, just in case if I would, exactly. And my wife she didn't understand what's happening. And immediately we went out from the shop, and I had so many questions, Like, I'm like, please, can tonight we are flying back home. Can we come to your office tomorrow? She said, no, unfortunately, I'm fully booked. But let me have a look. She looked and she said, what I can do is I can call you, like, I think 11 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
I can call you exactly this time. We can have a little chat, okay? I was so thankful for this because I had so many questions.
Sure.
The world like fall apart.
Yeah, it totally did. Yeah.
For me, the word was like the same as death. You know, it was a death sentence for me. I didn't understand what it means. Older people got it, and you know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah,
exactly. I was 29.
Yeah.
I was 29. I was about to turn 30 in a couple of months.
Yeah.
Only 2 months before I got 30 years old. And that day until we came back home, it was not fun, man. So many questions, so many were coming home, and my father came to the airport in Stockholm and picked us up, and he was going to take us home. And he was driving. I told him that, I tried to be a little bit subtle, I didn't say the word cancer. I said, they have the answer now. They called me and they said it's a tumor.
Yeah.
And he was completely silent. He didn't say any word. Just and I waited until we were very close to our home, and he just, he didn't say anything, and just, okay, we hear you, goodbye.
Yeah.
Like he was in shock too, right?
Of course.
And anyway, I again was switched to the another hospital, right? To the the place where all the blood cancer patients go to, right?
Yeah.
And I met a new doctor there, and they planned for chemotherapy,
Yeah.
and they planned also after that go over to do a radiation as well.
Mm.
So that was the plan. And they told me before we start this plan, we recommend two things for you.
Mm.
The one is that if you later would want to have children, you can go and leave your sperms at this other hospital because the chemo gonna destroy everything.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to later. So that's one thing I did. Also, like a little bit type of trauma in itself as well. You know,
course.
you need to go to the hospital for this kind of stuff. For then, yeah, keep going. And another thing they recommended me was a like dietitian. Do you say dietitian? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
This lady was going to give me advices on how to keep my weight during the chemo, because their recommendation was to do everything to keep the weight, because it's very common to lose weight during chemo, right? Anyway, me and my wife, we met this young lady at the hospital, and she asked me, "Can you tell me what you during a normal day, what you drink and what you eat?" I telling her, and she write it down, and then she start to give me recommendations. And this was in October 2010. I don't know how it is now. It's like exactly 15 years ago, right? But that time, my wife is a witness. We still laugh about it. It's crazy. She recommended me to switch that water to either milk or soda.
What? Great doctor. Oh my God, that's fun. Yeah. Keep going.
She asked my wife, do you cook food? She's like, oh, she wanted to say to her, like, what is that for a stupid question? I all the time making home cooked food, right? Yeah. She's like, yes, I do, yes. And she told her, put extra butter in the food. When you cook the food, put extra butter. You need to he needs to have extra calories.
Of course, you need the strength and feeding the bugs. You know, it's all a part of the plan. But yeah,
exactly. Just feed them. And it's also recommended that going out and eat fast food, and the more greasy the better.
Oh my goodness.
Can you imagine?
Oh my God.
I didn't even like soda before that, and then I'm like drinking soda to every second meal, and I started to drink soda all the time. And what happened was I had problem during all my years to gain weight. I was always like pretty skinny.
Yeah.
Okay, and what I did was I gained weight instead of just keeping the weight during chemo, right? I started the chemo. The first round was okay. Because they told me one of the symptoms, like one of the issues you're gonna have to face, like not everyone do, but there's a high risk that you're gonna face like vomiting, like issue with nausea. And the first round, I think the second as well, I was okay. I didn't feel that, and I was like so happy. I'm like, yeah, darling, this gonna be a piece of cake. I'm gonna crush it, I'm gonna do it. And then the third one, oh man.
Oh no.
Oh man, I wish I didn't say that.
Oh, it's just the worst to actually puke. I hate it. It's the worst thing to be nauseous. It's the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't. They tried so many different methods to help me with that. They couldn't. They gave me different medicine.
Yeah.
I mean, different tips and tricks and everything. It didn't help. It didn't help. I had through all my, you know, those times I received the chemo. I had such difficulty with this.
Yeah.
Every time I went to the hospital, I was there a few hours. I received it, and either I made it home and then puked, you know, or it happened at the hospital. My wife was helping me to, like, driving home. We were always together. She came with me everywhere. She supported me all the time, you know.
Wow.
Such an angel.
Such an angel.
And we first they needed to. The doctor said that this chemo didn't help. Didn't work as they planned. So they switched the type of chemo as well. And at one time, I told the doctor, I said that I feel like a guinea pig, right? Do you say like
Yeah.
yeah?
Yep.
Like because I felt like, you know, they're trying this, they're trying that, nothing helps. I just want to move forward, you know.
Yep.
And they did the other type of chemo, and then finally he was satisfied, and I'm like, okay, yes. We were so happy that day. He said, yes, enough, okay. And wow, we were so happy. And now it was time for the 20 or 21, like 3 weeks of every day, the rounds of radiation. So I had, by the way, the cancer type was lymphoma, okay?
Yes, I was going to ask you.
Yeah, so they had this around my neck and throat, right? And also another spot was above my, in the middle of my chest, right? Exactly above my stomach, right? Yeah. And so they needed to radiate both of the places. They gave me a special like a mask, you know, made of plastic with small holes in it, and also two big holes for my eyes and for my nose and for my lips. This hole, you know, going to hold me still every time they radiate, so I will not like sneeze or cough or anything. So completely still, because they were going to radiate this. You know, close to my heart. Even a little part of my heart got, you know, affected, of course, and my thyroid, of course, my voice, and my skin. And I was like, before I started this, I was like, oh yeah, now it's only the small thing, the radiation left, you know. And when they did that, it was also a type of hell going through that. I had such trouble with the swallowing. I had such pain. I was feeling like I have small blades, you know, like knife inside each time I was swallowing the food. And I thought to myself, when this is going to end, when I'm feeling okay one day, I'm going to enjoy every single bite of the food. I'm going to remember this. I'm like, oh, I just, you know, kept going. And then it was Easter. They made a little pause because, Easter holidays. And then it kept going a little bit more. And then it was finished. Yeah. And then they told me that, now you can go home and just come back for, revisit us pretty often during the first 5 years, right? Here in Sweden, after 5 years have gone, they calling it like you're now completely like healthy, right? You're okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So before those 5 years have passed, you need to go regularly check yourself, right?
Mm.
You leaving the blood samples, you visit the doctor. The doctor is pushing here, and all the places which previously had the trouble, and I hated this one. I hated it because didn't have any problem with leaving the blood samples. Of course, I didn't have the knowledge I have today with leaving a lot of blood. It's not good, but I didn't have any problem with the needles and that. But this one I had such an issue because I could have for several days I could feel in my throat because the doctor was pushing so hard just to find some
Veins.
something similar to the beginning, like the lymph nodes, the like the golf ball,
Yeah.
and one day I was just about the 5 years about to pass, I was at the doctor's office. She was pushing here, and she like found one small, like a pea, right? A hard one. When she pushed there, I'm like, oh, it was discomfort, right?
Yeah.
She asked me, do you feel pain when I push it? I'm like, yeah, it's not comfortable. And then she like, we need to investigate this one. So again, I also did a lot of scans, right? Also not good for you, the radiation of the scan. So the scan were a little bit, they were suspicious of how it looks like. So they wanted to go to the next step. They again, they wanted to make a biopsy, right? Exactly the same as the first time. So they make a biopsy, the same. They didn't have an answer. They said it's something suspicious. We need to, we need to cut like a larger piece, and the same thing. And wait.
Yeah.
And the day came to visit the doctor's office again to have some answers of the results. And what was it? The day was Friday the 13th.
Ah, great number.
Friday the 13th, we're talking about 2015, right? We're sitting, again, my wife is with me. We're sitting there at the office waiting for the doctor. Okay, when is he coming? And at that time, I had a female doctor. She was, I don't know, she was not available. So we meet this professor guy coming to the room for, he's shouting my name. And I'm like, yeah, it's me. It's the first time we meet each other, right? And we shake hands, and my wife is presenting herself to him. And I immediately, I was like, we all the time was, analyzing what's going to happen now. And I could see he had like his stone cold face, right? He's like, he barely even had no smile. He had, in one hand, he had this coffee in his hand, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he came like pretty relaxed, but no smile, nothing. He was cold. And then I never forget these moments. I'm going, me and my wife walking behind him in this corridor. It felt like, I don't know. It felt so, I don't know how long until we reached the room to sit down, and he telling me, yeah, it's like a recurrence, right?
Oh, yeah.
And at first I didn't even understand the word. I'm like, what does it mean? Is it back? Like, yeah. And yeah. And like this time it was even worse, a feeling like, yeah,
I mean, you must
it's
have
hard to
felt,
describe.
yeah, to be basically out of your body again. Just, okay, so what now? What do I do now? So this panic of, will I die now? I can imagine how you must have felt. And also, I mean, everything you have gone through so far in your journey, and then to this point, just, yeah, okay, so it's back. What is my options now? My body has been through so much already, and and also, by the way, I want to ask you, because maybe other people don't know this, but when they're taking blood from you, we know this answer, but do you want to explain why that is bad for if you have chronic illness or?
Yeah. Just like Anthony explained many times, and also have a great podcast about this. I recommend everyone to listen to that one. Go back in their podcast place where they go and listen to this one. When you leave your blood, like a sample, for example, you lose your what's it called? Sorry?
Immune system. Oops.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Immune system, which is already lowered if you are sick and struggling, you lose it even more. And it's like a I don't know the term in English, but it's like a bad circle, right? Because you leave the sample in order for the doctor to check how it's going with you, right? And then the doctor says, we need to also, we don't know this one, we need to have another look and check for this type of we need to take a sample for that thing as well. And then next time you're going to have even worse, and then they try this one and that one, and then you're going to have worse and worse, and they don't understand what's going on. And then they try new treatment and new blood sample after blood sample. I don't know how many blood samples I have. I didn't have any problem because that time I mean I didn't refuse any because I didn't know better. And I wasn't afraid of needles or anything, but I thought it's for the good. I'm gonna receive answers. But it's so bad. It's so bad, making things so much worse. And when you hear these things from Anthony William, it makes so much sense, right? You understand things like the lamp is turning inside your head, like ding 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 ding. That is why this happened, or this is why that happened.
Yeah. Exactly, and they don't need much blood to actually check on what is going on and your nutrients, everything, because even blood from someone who has died many years ago or been killed or whatever, they can still find out what that person like ate and everything. So they just need a tiny drop, that's it, to actually measure. Yeah. So when they're taking so much blood from you, it's like bye-bye immune system, bye-bye. So your not skeleton, but it's like it needs to produce more
the bone marrow, right?
Thank you. So more white blood cells, and so all your immune system that is fighting this cancer you don't have a chance. So it's so important to actually ask for, can you do half? Can you do half, not like a big, because you have to build up your immune system after that. So
even quarters, he recommends like quarters.
Exactly.
Like 1/4 of those.
So just try to do that. And of course, if you it's very necessary, of course, to do blood samples, but do the protocols that is in the book. From after drink, coconut water, orange juice. It was and watermelon, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
So,
One of the best things. Yeah.
exactly. So, okay, but continue with
Yeah,
take it
basically,
from.
yeah,
Yeah.
when he said those words, and oh my God, the world of, it's just, we were sitting in the chair. I was like sunk, and my wife's tears just,
Yeah.
she always been so strong, but when it came to my health, she always was so, of course, so sensitive,
Yeah, sure.
and we didn't know what's going to happen now, and he didn't have much answers either. He told me that my doctor and the team would have to plan for treatment, right, and get back to me what they have, in thought. And anyway, we learned that this time, because it came back, they needed to make a lot more harder uh, against the cancer, right?
Yeah.
And they wanted to not only do chemo, but do the world's most strongest chemo there is. Yeah, and that's, yeah, just to hear that, also, beside the chemo, they needed to do the stem cells transplant.
Yeah.
And for those who are familiar with this, there are two types of this one. The one is that you find a donor which matches your blood, and the other one is they use your own blood, your own cells. In this case, we learned later as we going forward. We learned each thing, and this one, like, at first I didn't know. Do they have to find a person? And I learned that siblings is like 50% chance they are matches, and I have only one sibling. And even my brother told me, just tell me, I even can, I give you my life, just if I'm needed, of course, and then we learned that they can use my own cells. So they have this special type of machine drawing out your blood, and it catches the cells inside, and then they keep it in the freezer or something, and then later, when you're ready for it, they're gonna give you your own blood back to you, and that only that procedure was difficult, because they gave me this, they connected this thing to my vein. Yeah. And I had to go around with this one over the weekend, because they connected this on a Friday, and then I had to be at home waiting for Monday to. It is a huge thing, and I was sleeping with this, and waking up, I was like almost like wanted to grab it and take it away, because it felt so discomfortable, and anyway, they connected, took my blood, and then I received the worst horrible treatments of the chemo, like the actual chemo, the one that was the world's most different. I mean, the most heaviest. That was only about 10 minutes. It took only 10 minutes to receive that one, but it's like a really huge bomb on the body. Like it's not possible to describe it. I had pain from top to toe. I had pain every inch of my body, every millimeter, every centimeter, everywhere. I have different type of symptoms after symptoms, pain and they didn't know many things like what was going on with my skin, with my throat, with my I had trouble. I was bleeding when I mean, like when going to the bathroom, I had so much pain. I received a lot of medicine for those pain as well. So that was also making everything worse. It was like I received some cream with not like a healthy cream, right? For the skin, for the pain in my butt, I couldn't eat anything. I barely could like drink either. What they gave me at the hospital was like ice and some like either popsicle, ice cream, or Coca-Cola, to just ice cold Coca-Cola, just to, they said like, yeah, you need some glucose and you need, I wanted some ice cold stuff because it was like fiery. I didn't want to eat anything because I all the time had this nausea, right? They couldn't help. They tried so many things once again to help that. I couldn't handle it. I was throwing up all the time. And anyway, I also at one time they told my relatives that if you have any the smallest symptoms, keep away. And now he is sensitive. They put a sign on the door, no visitors, and I'd go through this also trauma, and but my wife kept going and kept going home, pick something up, and coming back to me all the time. She was there. And afterwards, she told me that she's convinced that I went to the other side and came back. Because of how I was, how I spoke, what I said, and the things she's really convinced. And at one point, I have a video posted, and which also Medical Medium shared, where I am dancing. And at this point, I didn't know if I'm gonna survive or not. Everyone, including me, was worried. I wasn't worried about the actual death itself. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be away from the ones who I love, and etc. And I did the dancing was, at this moment when I'm dancing, I had a lot of fluid in my lungs, which they were struggling to empty. I had such high fever, which they were struggling to take it down. I had pain everywhere in my body. I was getting so much painkillers and everything, I just did the dancing because one is music have always been a friend of mine. I'm gonna later make a post about this as well. Music has helped me a lot during all my life, and also I wanted to keep my wife a little bit calm, and give her some sense of humor and forget about the situation a little bit. So she picked up her phone and started to recording me, right? And not many hours after this recording, they took me away to the ICU, actually, because they were afraid I'm gonna die because of all the fluids and the fever and everything. So I'm gonna tell you one little bit funny things about keep a light heart when in this situation. I came to the ICU, and it was in the late afternoon, early evening, right? And I haven't gone peeing for a while, right? And this really important for them that you go pee. If you don't, it's critical stuff. They need to help you do something in order. Yeah. And yeah, anyway, they told me, the nurses, you need to pee. Okay, we're gonna connect this. I don't know the name of it, but we need to connect this thing to you because we need to for you to pee, right? If you can't pee for yourself, you can go to bathroom and pee. We need to do that. I'm like, hey, wait a minute, right? I just arrived here, right? Give me some just little moment to land here. I just came here. My wife was with me, right?
Yeah.
And she's like laughing. She's like, you don't know this guy. You don't know. I was like arguing, and the doctor came, and I was arguing with her. I'm like, give me some time. I promise you, I will go and pee. And then it actually happened. I went to the toilet on my own, and this is an ICU, right? This is a critical place. And the nurse, you had like 2 nurses that all the time need to watch you. And I'm going to the restroom, and they have this frosty glass. They can have a look, and if you like standing, if you're okay, and they try to keep an eye on you. And I'm like going on the using the toilet, and then I'm I'm standing there washing my hands, and and then they ask my wife, "What is he doing? Why is it taking so long?" She told me afterwards. She's telling the nurse, no, he's just going to wash his hands. And she's like, what? Wash his hands? No, we can't do this for him. Just come out there. What are you talking about? Washing your hands. Come out. They were so worried. so I'm coming out, and I was happy. They were happy. I spent the night there. I kept going.
Amazing.
I kept going. I was fighting, fighting for my life.
I just need to say this because it was a comment from Mind Gut Spirit. Your energy is infectious.
Thank you so much.
Yes, you have such a light soul and such a beautiful laugh. I think we all enjoy watching this because, I mean, in this very serious moment, I've also been in that situation where I was, attached with this bag, actually, because, the car accident I was in. So I couldn't move. I could barely, do anything, walk, anything. So they attached this thing to me, and oh my God, yeah. So I know how that feels. To have that on, so I can relate if you actually also have that too. But okay, keep going.
And I'm gonna tell you a few more funny stuff.
Yeah, please.
I went back to the back to the previous department, right? And speaking of having stuff attached to you, so I have this tripod thing, metal thing all the time. I need to go when I go to the restroom. I need to go with it, and it was the stuff was connected to me like all the time, and it was beeping, sound, everything, and. And it happens a few times that when I was at the restroom, and the doctors going their rounds, they have specific times during the day. They go checking on each patient they have, and then I missed the doctor, and I coming out from the restroom, the toilet, and I'm like, I didn't know that, and my wife says that, your doctor was here. I'm like, what? She just went, and said that no worries, she's gonna come back later, during the second round, or I'm like, no, I couldn't get it, because I needed to speak to the doctor every time. So what I did was I didn't even have like shoes on me. I had this like I don't know, what do you call it, like
yeah, I know what you mean. Kevlar.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like a bathroom.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can't remember the English.
Yeah, flip flops. I don't know.
I know what you mean.
I had hospital stuff on me, right? And this tripod thing connected, and I'm like, with the fluid in my body and every pain you can imagine, I'm going with this one. I'm almost running after the doctor in the corridor. I'm like looking for my doctor. Where is my doctor? And my wife like, come on, wait here. Don't do that. No, I need to find my doctor. I need to, because I don't know when the next time will be. I need some answers. I find the room where the nurses are. I'm like, where's my doctor? Now we can laugh at it. It's so it's good.
But yeah, in the moment, it's just horrible. But looking back, we can just, oh my God, remember that moment and just, oh my goodness. But yeah, continue.
I all the time I wanted to hear some positive words. I was looking for some hope from the doctor. But they couldn't give me any hope, really. They're always afraid of giving any like real answers, like you're gonna be okay. Or my wife tried like several times. She wanted to have some, getting confirmed.
Hold on to.
It's gonna, Oh, the only thing I could get was like some statistics. Like I asked, like, how many people getting this stuff, these treatments? They're like, around like 5 people per year. So it was really like hard stuff, I'm like, okay, and everyone I see in the corridor, in the they had a food area where you sit down and have you can meet and have something to eat, and then I never saw any young people like me, No. People were much older, and many people had their it was their third cancer or even more, and like 70 plus. And anyway, I just this thing Anthony William talking about lately, that you should imagine yourself, your future self, speaking to you now, like imagine you are in the future, you are feeling well, you have a good life. At that time, somehow the angels were helping me with this. So all the time I wanted to ask the doctors, when can I book a trip? I want to go abroad with my wife. So just tell me which date. Is it okay? I will now make a book of the tickets now to look forward to, to fight this through. This was my way of, seeing my future self. I even at some point I imagined myself moving to the USA. I change of work and everything. I just, these different thoughts went through my mind. I just struggling, I was fighting, and this happened, and meanwhile I have these different symptoms, and I don't know if I'm gonna make it. But anyway, I finish everything they told me you need to do, and even at one point I fooled a doctor. I full. If she sees this one, this clip someday, I'm sorry for that. My wife, she was thinking at this moment, oh, he's fooling you. Don't go on it. Don't go fall to the trap. Like she was like, she didn't laugh, but she wanted to laugh because I told my doctor, just give me a few days off. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna come back after the weekend or something like that. It was like,
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a weekend or I convinced her that I will come back. I did it. I did it. This, we often talk about this and we laugh so much about it that she knew my wife, she knew that he's not gonna come back. The doctor, I convinced her. Also, I had some time at home. There is a possibility for people who are very ill to receive help in their home. This was one thing I received during my time after the hospital, time was over. They granted me to have both doctor and nurses coming to my home frequently and visiting me, checking in on me, giving me some medications. This is for very ill people. So these were like pretty much angels. Those nurses was, for me, they was like angels. They were so kind, so so beautiful, coming and helping me and checking in, and once in a while the doctor as well. I don't know, maybe once in a week the doctor came as well. And one of these nurses, we talk about other stuff than hospital things, than medication. We speak about personal stuff and life, and my wife speaking with them, and they were like fun people, even though the situation was not fun. But yeah, they were kind. And then at one point, one of these who was alone with us that day. Many times they came too, this time the person was alone, and I don't know how we came to this subject, but she wanted to help me to help me in going to another direction. So what she did was to write in a piece of on a little piece of paper. She wrote the name of a documentary. The documentary was called The Truth About Cancer. And the nurse told me that don't tell anyone. This is I'm giving you this. Don't tell anyone I gave you this. I'm like, no problem.
Yeah.
Maybe the same evening or the day after, I checked. I started investigating. What is this? The Truth About Cancer.
Yeah.
This was a huge documentary where these people travel the world and interview the survivors, everything about cancer, the survivors, the doctors, alternative practitioners, all kind of people, and people's different countries, different type of options they have, treatments they have, and talking about chemo, talking about radiation, talking about the cancer in itself, and how dangerous it is, the chemo, and all survivors, how they did to survive, how they treated themselves in alternative stuff, and a new world opened to me. And that was the start of my new journey, right? Because at that until that moment, I didn't know that there is any other option than this. Going to the hospital, receiving chemo, radiation. This is it. This is what you need to do. There is nothing else. And I was like amazed and wow. And I started just, I gave all this information to my brain, and like all the time watching and listening, and also telling my wife about what I learned, right? And I was worried for the cancer to come back, right? Like, if not every day, every second day, I was like, even when I started working, I was like many times I went to the restroom, look in the mirror, I'm like squeezing, I'm checking, is the cancer back? Do I have any symptoms? Even when I slept on this side, my arm, I had some pain. I'm like, I was straight away, I was worried to death. I'm like, oh no, it's back. At the same time, I'm looking at this documentary. I keep going, and sometimes around somewhere 2017, maybe 2018 almost, I lost the being afraid that much. Yeah, because all the hopes I got from the documentary, all the people, they gave me so much hope. And I was no longer afraid of the cancer, the word cancer. And I'm like, yeah, if I have the sentence again, I know I'm not gonna go the same route. Definitely, no chance. If I can just drink, if not, large, I don't know, blood vein is blocked, or I have such pain, it's like unbearable, something like that, I will not go the same route. I will not do chemo. I will not let them cut me, and I will not let them do radiation. And because I didn't see any good results. I had so much, not only so much physical and mental pain, every kind of pain there is. Also, I didn't become well. I came back.
It's like the saying, Einstein, he said, you can't do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. So if you do the same thing all over again, all the time, like, come on. So it's just amazing that you saw, your intuition just kicked in there with the stories. And so, yeah, tell me, I know that you also are following Chris Beat Cancer, right?
Yeah. And he was one of the persons in this documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good that you mentioned this. And he was in my mind for several years, because I remembered him from the documentary, right? And I had more or less this information he shared. And so also what I regarding the trauma, and something else I needed to overcome as well was when we finished the treatments and everything. I even had my trouble with my one of the what's it called? I forgot to check this word for not the colon, but the other intestine, the thinner one, right? I had a total blockage, and that was because of the chemo. So I couldn't eat or even drink without having pain. So it ended up, I ended up going to on surgery because they couldn't find the reason, and they said we need to make a surgery and check what's going on, and they found that it was a total blockage in one place. So they cut it and put it together, and I was like, oh, now I'm free. But the hell came after that, after the surgery, because it needed to fix itself.
I just see some comments here. Thyroid, and then another says small intestine.
Yes, yes. Thank you. And and after that, it was true hell with the pain. I almost couldn't breathe. You know, when I was breathing, I had pain, and I also was at home. They came checking in on me. The nurses gave me the shots ready to go. The shots were ready in my fridge to take out and give myself in the stomach at night when I couldn't bear the pain. The shots were what's it called? Really strong.
Really painful. Like
if you have the Swedish word, maybe I know the Norwegian.
I'm going to tell you later.
Sure, go ahead.
Anyway, I give myself so many shots that, and then I started throwing up because it was too much.
It was too strong, like too intense.
Yeah, because it's too toxic.
Yeah.
And later, finally, it was adjusted in my stomach, you know, and I could move forward, and everything ended. The pain ended, and now I needed to, you know, the pain of the soul pain, you know, the other type of pain, the trauma. I needed to, you know, fix that one or handle that one, and I was happy that I left all the rest behind, and now me and my wife going to continue with our life, right?
Yeah.
And then, like overnight, my wife went to the dark hole. Like she was so bad because previously, 6 months before, her brother passed away during my treatments. In the beginning of my hospital stay, like basically I went to the hospital and she went to Poland, which she comes from, to a funeral for her brother.
No.
And this, and then suddenly overnight, when I was now good, she crashed, you know.
Of course.
And that was really difficult for me. And we went on a holiday trip abroad, and we were cruising around the Mediterranean countries. We used to cruise a lot. And actually, at one point, I wanted to end my life on the cruise. I shared this in a post as well. We had a very nice stateroom with a balcony. We were arguing all the time, basically, and she was not the person like before, the same person who went with me everywhere, supporting me, and now I couldn't support her because she wanted to be for herself, you know. She wanted to be alone many times, and I couldn't understand her. It was so difficult, and I just at one point I wanted to jump. I wanted to jump and end my life, and the angels helped me that moment. I know the angels were there. I know God helped me, stopped me. And not long after that, things started to change. It turned, you know, and she slowly became better and better. And we went on many walks in the woods, and you know,
She
yeah,
came back.
yeah,
She came back.
she came back. Thank God. Yeah,
Yeah.
and we continued with our life. And then this day came that we decided to have a child. So
Oh,
yeah, we went to the hospital, and where I left my sperm to get the treatment for yeah, receiving the help to have a child, you know.
oh,
And she got pregnant, and yeah, we had our daughter,
yeah,
and we had a lot of lack of sleep. We had so much problem with our daughter's health in the beginning,
yeah,
and it was difficult. You know, we were struggling. We were really struggling,
yeah.
both of us, and arguing as well. A lot of yeah, a lot of things. Like we know now, a lot of derms,
Yeah.
demonic stuff was happening. And one day came, I just had turned 40.
You look
I had-
younger, by the way. You look
Thank you so much.
Even after everything you have been through, you
Yes,
look
thank
great.
you.
You look great.
I have a good wife.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yes, and I started having pain in my stomach, and I had different symptoms when going to the bathroom, and I needed to go to the doctor for this.
Yeah.
I even had blood in my, you know,
Your stool and your
yeah.
yeah.
So the doctor took this very seriously, of course, and I also informed them that I previously had cancer, lymphoma twice. So they sent me for tests again, blood samples, and sent me to this special hospital where they are experts in issues when it comes to the stomach, you know, and the intestines and everything. This hospital was new for me. I had never been to that one. And they wanted to start by having make a coloscopy, right?
Yeah.
So they planned for this. I received this water, not water, but this watery drink. This drink I needed to have, and this specific protocol, like stuff I needed to skip eating, and you know, a lot of things I need to do.
Been there, done that.
That
Just saying. Yep.
You know, exactly. Yeah.
This is awful, but yeah, continue.
Yep. So I did this, and the day came. I went there with my wife, did the coloscopy, and they told me, that you have cancer, and the surgeon will call you, will contact you, or make an appointment for you to cut it away. And at that point, it can sound very crazy for you and other people. That I was, in a crazy way, I was happy about this, because now I got, now I have the chance to prove everyone. Prove myself, prove everyone around me, prove to the world, the doctors, everyone, that there is another way.
Yes.
I wasn't afraid at all. I was not afraid.
So insane. That is soul gold. That is soul strength. Yeah, your attitude, it's everyone almost would just crash and burn in that moment. You were like, this is my chance. I have a chance here. I have another chance. I'm going to prove it's not a way. I've seen other people reverse it. why not me? Why can't I? So,
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly. I was so crazy. And I told my family, and first, of course, my wife. She knew that if that day come, she knew, prior to that, that I will not go their way. She
Mm.
knew, and then I told my parents, my brother. They were so afraid, and they try to.
Convince you to
Yeah,
not.
yep,
Yeah. Yep.
yeah. I told them, don't be worried, please don't be worried. You don't want me to go the same route. I don't think I can even make it if I go another round of this type of things. They're gonna cut it. It's gonna come problem after problem.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
No.
Just bear with me. I'm gonna fix this.
Yeah.
Just please bear with me. I told them,
I
and
got chills. I got chills.
thank you.
Just saying.
So
You're
basically,
best.
the nurse is calling me to book an appointment for the surgery, right? I
Mm.
don't answer this one. She leaves a message and calls again. I don't get back to her. It was such a she was so, it was a little bit stressful, like a customer, like they when they salesmen want to hunt you down, sell
Yeah.
this to you.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I'm going, I'm going digging deep like the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I remembered one of the things I remembered was crispy cancer.
Yes.
Yeah, and another thing I remembered was my wife joined like different Facebook groups with people trying to heal like naturally, and recommendations of alternative doctors and everything. I Googled some of those and found that, yeah, one that previously were far away moved closer to us.
Oh.
So what I did was book an appointment at this place,
Yeah.
which cost a lot. So meanwhile, my wife also started
Like a GoFundMe.
yeah, GoFundMe,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, for us to even my parents helped a lot. Many people helped with this, and I went to the doctor in advance. I had to fill in a long form with many questions, and one thing that was really affected the doctor was the question if I feel like I have lost something, and
Mm.
I wrote there my life. I, I I've lost life in itself, and that was really affected her. When we met, she
Yeah.
spoke about this one, and anyway, she told me, as soon as she told me, like, I know what's wrong with you. You are multi-traumatized.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wanted to jump out of the chair. I wanted to hug her and just cry tears of joy, and also sadness because of my self, like what I have been through, and
Yeah.
also, so finally someone understanding me. And
Mm.
of all the doctors, this one can sit and listen to me, and also give me some like advice that sounds good, and giving me hope, most of all, like, we're gonna fix this, no worry. Anyway, one of the things I found in the documentary was alternative to chemo, which is a medicine based on one ingredient. The medicine is called Iscador, right?
Okay. Never heard about that before.
Yeah, there are is a shot. You give yourself a shot in the stomach, for example.
Okay.
It should stimulate your immune system.
Yeah.
That was the main reason I looked for this specific doctor.
Yeah.
And I was so happy she could give me this medicine, and be so open to my idea that I don't want to make a surgery. And the surgeon called me, and we have a 40-minute call. My wife was in secret; she was listening,
Yeah.
and for 40 minutes he tried to convince me, you need to do this surgery.
Yeah.
I told him, please give me some time. I will get back to you. Okay.
Yeah.
He's like, why? Why do you don't you want to do this now? Yeah. I'm like, I found a alternative practitioner. She told me I'm actually multi-traumatized. I need to have intensive psychotherapy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with this, and yeah. But I wanted to tell him, frankly, it's none of your business. But give me some time. And he's like, how much time do you need? I'm like, I don't know. I just told him, okay, give me 6 months.
Yeah.
I just said like that, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't even plan for it. I told him, give me 6 months, and I'll be back for a new coloscopy, okay?
Yeah.
Or something like that. I told him, and they planned for a new coloscopy after 6 months, and I did everything I could, including the medicine, and I started doing the Chris work recommendations.
Yeah, Chris beat cancer.
Chris,
Yeah.
That included what was that included? Going fully vegan. Like 90% raw. That was 90% raw and 90% organic.
Yeah.
And I was doing this. He recommended he calls it giant salad every day.
Yeah.
I did this at lunch. I did this giant salad, which included like 20 ingredients. And I did this every day. I went, even when we went to my parents' house, like they had many different foods, and they were like feeling sad for me. I'm like, don't feel sad. This is luxury. This is like so many beautiful stuff in this salad. Don't be sad. This is making me heal, you know. I try to, you know, they often felt like that, and I kept going. And it was only 5.5 months later, which I went for a new coloscopy, and my wife was again with me. She cannot forget the face of this doctor. I've never met him. It was a new doctor who made this second coloscopy, right?
Yeah.
And first, before we started the procedure, he asked, but why don't you want to do the surgery?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I didn't say I don't want to do it. I said, just give me some time. I need some time.
You need some time to think.
Exactly.
You know, derms, they want things to be quick, you know, so we know. So when we don't think about things and we just jump to conclusions, it's often just ends up in disasters. Example, rushing into relationships. We pushed into that thing, for example, when it's, you need to take your time to get to know this person, or, you know. So taking your time is the best decision you can do.
Exactly. Have a breathe, you know, feel inside. Many times you can just, if you can block out the
noise.
Noise, exactly. If you can, for just a little small moment, you can block the noise and feel within what you can truly feel like. What's your gut feeling says, you know? What does your gut say about this? And the best thing is just give it a little bit of time. Just don't rush. If they say that it takes much time for the cancer to develop, and you know, you have been going around with this thing for a long time, what's the rush then? Now, you know, like start on Monday, going and rush it to everything. Just give me a week extra. What's going to happen, you know?
Exactly. It's not like you have time. That's something that they don't really, they just want to do their thing. And so it's like, it's a business, come on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
most people don't understand this part, that it's actually a business,
Mm.
right? The most of the people you meet, like the nurses and doctors, they are very kind. No
No,
talk about that. They are
they want
just
the best.
yeah, they want your best, but they are part of the system that is broken, right?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
horrible system. Anyway, I turned my back, and he started uh, the coloscopy,
Yep. Yep.
and he checking and seeing that the tumor is basically dead. It's no tumor no longer. It's the cancer is gone, and I cannot see his face right at that moment. My wife is sitting and watching him, and watching the screen as well.
Yeah.
And he said she told me several times when we speak about this that she cannot forget the like smirk on his face, like the little smile. He was like he wanted, just as he would wanted to say like, damn, how did you do it, or but he didn't say anything. He just, yeah, it's gone.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
I just came out of there. I just needed to call my family and tell them what I've done, and
Yes.
tell them I was right. I told you so.
Yes. You did it. You knew it.
I did it.
Putting all of these living foods in your body, and not
Yeah.
all the crap from
Yeah.
sodas and all of those things that we have created, and
Exactly.
so
Also,
living foods
I
create
also
life.
did, yeah, exactly, which I didn't do before. I was like, now I was awake, like, this is what I need to do. This is the change I need.
Yeah.
Also, later, when finding medical medium info,
Yeah.
I will get into that. I understood that many of the things I did during those 5.5 months were actually recommended by MM.
Yes.
I didn't know that time,
No.
I was jumping on the rebounder. I
Yeah.
was doing a lot of raw food, a lot of vitamin C. I was juicing every day. I was juicing a lot, including celery juice. But since I didn't know the importance of it should be only celery, I was mixing it with apples,
Of course.
But these things was many things I did that was MM recommended. And also, I did many things that is the opposite. He telling us that it's not good, especially if you are struggling, including like breath work. I did like breath work. I did like green tea. I would never do that now. These things like horrible, like making you, the adrenaline was pumping, making me worse, losing more hair, and
Yeah. Tell me about it.
you tell me, yeah, exactly. The heart palpitation as I had, it was horrible. No one could understand me. The different symptoms I got as well afterwards. But anyway, how I came into the MM info was basically I was shopping. We have a Swedish website or company which sells a lot of things for supplements, like etc. And I was shopping like supplements, and suddenly I saw this logo. It was actually like the face of Anthony William. Like it says something like, if you want to check the recommended products of AW, I think it says, or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like curious, what is this one? And that started my MM journey. Like,
Nice. That's
Yeah,
how you found him.
yeah,
That's incredible. It's like you get confirmation when you started reading the books. I assume just you did the right things to heal your cancer. And, Chris beat cancer. He had a big piece of that, but, you needed to have the whole puzzle,
yeah,
every bite. And now you have it. Now, thank God we have Info. Now we know. So, yeah, so it just came out of nowhere,
yeah,
basically.
yeah,
And
yeah.
so the
Yeah,
first book, what was the first book you
yeah. It
started
was
reading?
a Cleanse to Heal.
Ah, yes, Cleanse to
Yes,
Heal.
the
It's
Cleanse
so
to Heal,
powerful.
and also I was consuming a lot of the Instagram and Facebook information that was shared there, and I was amazed of everything was like many people in the community saying, like it was making sense.
Mm,
It's not common sense, but it makes so much sense.
it does. It
Yeah,
does. Like, the sugar. Oh my God, we can't eat sugar. Apples has sugar in it. Oh no. And and well, but it has a lot of things that is insanely good for you in fruits, and it's not just sugar. It's so much other thing. Don't you want antioxidants? Don't you want vitamin C, all of this, everything we need for our bodies to keep living
right.
and
Yeah,
look
exactly,
vital and good. So
exactly.
I too was very much anti fruits at some points because I've heard how dangerous sugar was. Just the stupidity, just now we know better.
Yeah,
Thank God. And I craved so much sugar before, and I didn't know why, but now, because the glucose, the
mm,
brain is running on glucose,
yeah, yeah,
and when we get stressed, we
yeah,
need to cool down our
mm,
brains with sugar, glucose, the
mm,
right kind.
yeah,
So not with cakes, it has
yeah.
fat in it and all of this
Processed sugar. Yeah,
crap. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
so with milk and dairy, and then you feed
yeah,
all the bugs and woohoo.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's but yeah,
Exactly.
keep going. By the
So
way,
everything I was, receiving the information, I was like, oh my God, that's why, that is the reason, and it
yeah,
makes so much sense. And I'm like, I was stuck. I
yeah,
was like, this is, even though it was slowly, step by step, because it was so much things happening, the child and the family, the situation and working and moving forward, trying to live a normal life. And
wow,
then, but I knew this is it. This is it, because
mm,
everything makes sense to me.
yeah, yeah,
And yeah, I just slowly but surely, I kept consuming the information. I started implementing the different tools, and yeah, I immediately felt the differences. I started feeling better and better, and especially the speaking of the mind. I mean, the
yeah.
brain and the mind. And it took me a long time before I tried. It was last year, the first time I tried the 369 cleanse.
Mm,
And my wife told me several times that when I did the advanced 369 cleanse,
yeah.
uh, she was like, "No, no, you need to stop it because you're too fast thinking now." Because
Oh,
yeah,
be slower. I like it slow. Okay.
because before that,
Yeah,
for a long time, I was struggling with being quick
yeah.
and keep following you
Me too.
yeah, you know this, yeah. So that is something she, as my life partner, was feeling many times. So that was the biggest thing that happened during MM, like the change with this mind thing, you know, that she saw on me. Like I was like when like for a small talk, a small argument or something, I would like quick. I was
You're
thinking
fast.
fast. Yeah.
Snap, snap.
Bang bang.
Woohoo, bang, bang.
Yeah. So that was one of the best things, and also I've done. I'm still doing the morning cleanses, which I recommend everyone I
Yes.
meet.
Do you want to tell us what that is, so people
Yes,
who
sure.
don't know, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I usually tell people if you want to start with the smallest thing, it's very affordable, quick, not so time consuming, and easy to adapt. You can start by drinking lemon water every morning on an empty stomach,
Mm.
like
Is
Anthony
it
recommends.
is it warm?
Exactly. In Sweden, we say something, if you translate it, it says finger warm.
Finger warm. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. We say that too here.
Like room temperature, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
So
room temperature.
yeah, if you have hot water, you will destroy the good stuff.
Yep.
If you have cold, it's not good enough. Yeah.
Yep.
So that is the first thing I recommend. Starting because it's easy to hold on to, you know, keep going with this one, and do not quit, and you know, do every morning. And
Yeah.
then when you're comfortable, I tell them when you are comfortable with this one, you can go over to add another layer of cleansing, which you can choose. Either you do the celery juice or you do the heavy metal detox smoothie.
Mm.
And later, when you're comfortable, you go on the third level, you add the other one. So basically, you end up doing all the three ones. The most powerful combination, which so many people around the world are doing, just like I'm doing, and like my wife many times doing as well, and I also we give our daughter many times as well.
Oh, so
Yeah,
how
actually,
much? Yeah,
actually, the smoothie is her breakfast every morning, every single morning. Yeah, yeah,
nice. Have
yeah.
you? I love to freeze the bananas before I wake up, and then you know, I have the most amazing ice cream, the most amazing detox. You
Oh,
have to try that if you haven't
yeah,
done that
yeah.
before.
I know that.
She
Yes.
will love it. She will love it.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
best. So, I mean, your knowledge and your wisdom really, you know, your family can use that, and
Yeah.
your daughter too when she grows up in this world, and it's just amazing. But how much, you know, back to the lemon water, how much lemon do you need and how much water do you need for?
Yeah, yes, exactly. That is a good question.
Yeah.
First of all, you can do either lemon or lime.
Yeah.
As Anthony tells, is either half of lemon or whole lime,
Yeah.
together with half a liter or 16 ounces of water.
Mm.
Or you can double it for the better effect, which I'm doing every single morning. I do the double amount. So I'm doing a full lemon and a full liter of water, or 32 ounces.
Yes. Amazing. Yeah.
Each morning I do that. Yeah. Even if I travel, I keep I have my lemons with me, or I get some lemons. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I go I wait 20 minutes, or if you can do 30, it's even better. And go over to the celery juice, right? Cold pressed. If you can, use a slow juicer. If you don't have a slow juicer, use another method. Yeah, whatever you can do is better than not doing at all, you know. So that is my recommendation. For this powerful cleanse, the combination is so powerful. You can't imagine. I'm always telling people, just try this for 4 weeks and come back to me. I promise you, there's no chance you will tell me that you didn't see any effects. You know. So if you can go every single morning without interrupted, you know.
Skipping or cheating or
exactly.
Eating bacon. I don't know.
yeah.
Juice some bacon.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. And after 20 or 30 minutes, go over to making or drinking the heavy metal detox smoothie, right?
The heavy metal bacon smoothie. Sorry. That sounds very nasty.
Keep a light heart, right?
Get the glucose.
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay, so you got the lemon water or lime water, and then you have the celery juice. And how much did you start when you started juicing celery? And do you mix water in it, or what is your
Yeah, as I mentioned, I used to mix it with apple juice, right? Until I learned the Info, is that not even water should be in there. So 100% cold pressed celery. So I even sometimes I'm making some posts about this. Like I'm even drying after cleaning the celery. I dry them so they don't have any water, so much water on them when putting in the slow juicer, so they are not wet. So that is important, you know. Like he all the time saying, the details matter, right?
Yeah.
And that is the 100% celery. And when you start with this, I recommend that you start with a smaller glass or even shot if it's it can do a difference, you know. It can make a difference. It doesn't have to go on a 16 ounce, a half liter straight away. You can start small steps and you know, and then go up to whatever you can do, because it will make you feel the difference. And then if you can do the heavy metal detox smoothie, which will you eventually you will feel like me and my wife. If we don't have it one day, if it happens like we are traveling or something, we will miss it so much, because it's so good. It tastes good, it feels good, it makes so much good for your body and brain, and you can just feel it. It's just amazing. The best thing I've learned from Info. The best thing. Yeah, I love it.
It's the heavy metal detox smoothie. And what does it do exactly?
Oh, those metals. Those damn metals.
Yeah.
That
so
we are facing.
Does heavy metals come from? Are they from?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The air, the perfume.
I used to surprise my wife. We went all the way to Paris, in France, to shop exclusive perfumes. That we couldn't find here in Stockholm, here in Sweden. That is so crazy when you think about it. Just to harm our body, because it has so much heavy metals. Like Anthony says, you can like take a package of cigarette and smoke them instead. It's like
Yeah.
less harm on your body than those than those perfumes, colognes, and things. People we used to buy a lot of like scented candles and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Even when I was receiving the chemo, and I was feeling nausea, and my wife wanted to make things better, she like put a vanilla candle on, you know. And I'm like, I felt even worse because I'm like, what is that? Take that away, please.
Get out of here. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
basically, the like the heavy metals are everywhere. But
Yeah.
exactly like Anthony tells us, it's not about stop living. Like
Exactly.
many people, when they cooking food, for example, they using the fireplace or the gasoline or whatever. There are different type of things we do daily basis that we need to do them to in order to just survive and live. But if we have the knowledge and the tools, such as the heavy metal detox smoothie, it will help us so much because we cannot stop the planes from flying and put so much stuff in the air, or the cars, or the I don't know, going inside an elevator with people who have the perfumes, or going to work even. And feel it, being against all this stuff every day almost. So what you can do is arm yourself, heal yourself, help yourself, help your liver, which is the organ that fights more than any other for your well-being, for your struggling, and help your liver to cleanse this crap out, basically.
It's in the name, liver, live, air. So that's the organ that you should definitely take care of here in this very toxic world. It's getting more and more toxic, but people are waking up more and more. And I see also, with the perfumes and stuff, it's bombarding me everywhere. But I feel a little less. It's getting a little bit better. I'm not so sensitive now, but I'm still sensitive, so I have a lot to do there with cleansing. But it's getting better. If you're insanely sensitive, you just need to cleanse. And getting those toxins out. And it's about 3,000 to 5,000 toxic chemicals in perfume. So I heard Anthony said one time, like, if you would swim in a pool of perfume, within 15 to 30 minutes or something, you would be dead. So, it's insane. So just a little splash here and there, it's death by 1,000 cuts. So you will cut down your lifespan with 10 years easy with using perfume and breathing it in and stuff. So it's insane.
It's crazy.
Absolutely insane.
Crazy when you think about it.
So and I just see comments here also. Thank you, Christina. You two look very cool. That's very sweet.
You do?
And then I can't believe that I used to spend money to poison my body with the perfumes. We just don't know better. We just don't. So do you want to, by the way, go into I don't know how much time you have now. I don't know how much time we have used, but but I'm just wondering how.
It's fun, right? The time goes fast when you're having fun.
Yes. I just wonder, what is the best advice to people who deals with cancer, and what supplements, where should you start?
I always recommend the first book I found, the Cleanse to Heal.
Yes.
You have all the answers there. Even if you can't afford to buy the book, go on the Instagram, or go on YouTube and on the Medical Medium channel, and you find so much information regarding the topic. And as he taught us that the fruits are 4 times the powerful, when you compare the fruits and vegetables, the fruits are 4 times more powerful than the vegetables. So you can imagine what they can do against cancers and all different types of diseases. So basically, just eat as much fruit as you can. And I recommend, if I get this question so often, that what did you do to get rid of cancer? What I would want people to ask me is that, if you would have the diagnosis today, what would you do? Not what I did do, because I didn't have this knowledge I have today. So I would do 100% information, and I would do, like in the beginning, I would do definitely only like juicing, and I would do 369 if possible. I would do, of course, raw food, and much more celery juice, like is recommended for cancer patients, like up to 64 ounces per day, right? And all different types of strong vitamins. I definitely recommend Vimergy's vitamins that are so clean, and you can be rest assured that these are really the best you can find. And when you do this hard work, you know that these vitamins are on your side. They will help you so much. And melatonin is one of the really good one when you have this disease. That is one thing I would recommend, like overdosing on that one, like doing a lot of vitamin C, especially Vimergy's vitamin C is awesome. We're doing that one. All the family, we all of us doing the Vimergy vitamin C every single day.
Amazing.
So many things you can do.
I mean, we should do a part 2. I just saw my phone is about to die now. So I just noticed that we are over 90 minutes. But I mean,
2 hours.
This has been an amazing live, and I really do enjoy talking with you. And we still didn't cover the topics we were supposed to do. Now we took your story though, and go depth into your cancer story. And I thought this is actually a very good to use the time we have now on that, and then next time we can go on into traumas and what this did to you, and so on and so on. And of course the Medical Medium audiobook, Angels, Demons, and Spiritual Tools. So and I have my bracelet on, as you can see. For protection. Yes. So, but thank you so much. This has been great, and I wanted to read all the comments. I saw Isa, I saw your comment there, I saw Christina, I saw many comments, but I just want to, when he's talking, I don't want to interrupt the flow here. So, but thank you so much, and this has been a great live. Thank you for doing this.
Totally agree. Thank you so much for inviting me. It was nice to have this chat, and I'm looking forward to have more conversations with you in the future.
Yes, definitely. We're going to do a part 2. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Have a beautiful night. Mwah.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.